Hello aspirants, this is me Yasmin Gill presenting to you the PIB MCQs of 31st of January. So do follow all these videos on this particular link, plus you can also rate and review the videos. So let's begin. Firstly, with a couple of instructions, do watch yesterday's PIB summary, plus as soon as you attempt all these questions, do mention your scorecard. So beginning with the first question, what is Zoe-Longfriend bill related to? A. Travel ban imposed on few countries by US. B. Bill pertaining to creation of wall with Mexico border. C. Nuclear program rise planned by US. D. None of the above. So the correct answer to this question is none of the above. Why? Because this particular bill pertains to H-1B visas, which are now by an executive order of Trump. So maybe they would be, I would say, there'll be more of barriers towards it. Next. What is true of H-1B visas and bill related to it? A. H-1B is a non-immigrant visa in US under Immigration and Nationality Act. B. It allows the US employers to temporarily employ foreign workers in specialty occupations. C. It requires the visa holder to have at least a master's degree or its equivalent. D. The duration of stay is 3 years that can be extended to 6 years. So the correct answer to this question is the first one is absolutely correct. It's a non-immigrant and sort of temporary employment. So A and B both are correct. If you look at C, this is wrong. Why? Because though it is for specialty occupation, but it only requires at the minimum bachelor's degree, not master. So we have C as wrong and D is absolutely correct. 3 years that can be extended to 6 years. So we here have A, B, D as the correct answer. Also, the current bill, what it is trying actually to do is it is trying to double the minimum salary of H-1B visa holders. So this doubling of the salary for the visa holders will make the firms or the companies difficult to employ foreign workers from countries such as India as well. Also for India, the bearing is a lot. Why? Because almost 2/3 of visa applicants, that is 2/3 of H-1B visa applicants are mainly Indians. So this is how this is going to impact Indian workers. Next. What is true of President's address? A. The provision for it is given in Article 85. B. As per it, at commencement of the first session of each year, President addresses House of the People. C. As per it, at the start of first session after each general election, President addresses both houses. D. Parliament comprises of President as well. E. The tradition of address has been borrowed from Britain. So the correct answer to this question is the first one is wrong. Why? Because it is mentioned in Article 87. If you look at B, see at the commencement of the start of the first session of each year, the address is given to both houses, while after each general election it is given only to House of People or Lok Sabha. So B and C are reversed and both are wrong. If you look at D, Parliament comprises of President as well. Yes, 2 houses plus President. If you look at E, the tradition of address has been borrowed from Britain. Absolutely true. So we here have D and E as the correct answer. Also in this particular address, President highlights the achievement of last year and the priorities of the coming year. Also the address is drafted by Government of India. Next, which among them is true? A. Economic survey is presented before budget. B. It reviews the development in Indian economy over the previous 12 months. C. It highlights the prospects of economy in medium to long term. D. This document is presented to both houses of parliament. E. The survey is prepared by Chief Economic Advisor. So looking at the options here, first is very obviously to economic survey. It was presented yesterday before budget, which was presented today. If you look at B, reviews development over the previous 12 months, correct. If you look at C, it actually highlights the prospects of economy, but not in medium to long, rather in short to medium term. So C is wrong. D, the document is presented to both houses, absolutely correct. E is also correct. It is prepared by Chief Economic Advisor, currently Arvind Subramania. So we here have A, B, D, E as the correct answer. Next, which among them is true? A. Kamarajur port is located in Odisha. B. It is a major seaport of India. C. Both of them are correct. Or D. None of them is correct. So well, the correct answer to this question is only B. Why? Because Kamarajur port is located not in Odisha but rather in Ennore, Chennai. So it's a major port. Also why it's important? Because of a recent oil spill that has occurred there. Next question. What is true of oil spills? A. It reduces the birds and mammals' ability to maintain their body temperatures. B. The creatures most affected by oil are animals like sea otters and sea birds because of their weak developed immune system. C. Gasoline and diesel fuel remain for long in the aquatic environment. So looking at the options here, first one is absolutely correct. because of the clinging of the oil to their body, their ability to actually maintain their body temperature goes down. Therefore, they may sometimes die of hypothermia as well. If you look at B, the creatures most affected by oil are animals like sea otters and seabirds. To this part, yes, the statement is correct. But the reason why sea otters and seabirds are more vulnerable is not because of their weakly developed immune system. See, oil spills oil and water do not mix with each other, right? They are immiscible, and oil mainly floats on the surface, and sea otters and seabirds are mainly found on the surface. Therefore, they are more vulnerable. If you look at C, gasoline and diesel, they do not remain in for long in the aquatic environment. Why? Because these both are light fuels. Being light, they are more volatile as well, and they get evaporated very easily. So they do not remain for long. Rather, heavy fuels, for example, bunker fuels, which are used in the ship transport, etc., so they remain for long. So hereby we have only A as the correct answer. Also do go through the explanation. But light oils, they have another problem, that is they can ignite very easily, plus they are very toxic. Next, what was UN resolution 2231 related to? A, phased program of nuclear arm reduction by P5 countries. B, sending US troops to East European countries. C, ratification of an accord between Iran and 6 other world powers. D, none of the above. So the correct answer is C. It is related to the agreement which 6 countries entered with Iran. And why news now? Because Iran has recently tested ballistic missiles, which has come under scrutiny by other of the major powers. Next, which state in India became the first to commit to a universal basic income to BPL citizens? Goa, Tripura, Jammu Kashmir, Kerala. Correct answer to this question is Jammu and Kashmir. So it became the first such state. Next, which among them is true? A, Standard & Poor's is an American financial services company. B, it is headquartered in Washington. C, Moody's Investor Service is based in New York. D, Fitch Rating has its headquarters in US only. So why news? Because in recent economic survey, we have actually raised a question mark on the way these agencies actually do the rating of countries. So if you look at the first option, Standard & Poor, yes, it is an American financial service company. B, it is headquartered in Washington. Wrong, it is headquartered in New York. C, Moody's Investor in New York. Correct. D, Fitch Rating, not just in US. In US it is based in New York, but other than US it also has its headquarters in London. So we here have A and C as the correct answer. Next, what is true of Ramanujacharya? A, his teacher was Ramanand. B, Ramanuj was born in Tamil Nadu. C, Ramanuj believed in the philosophy of Advaitwad. So the correct answer to this question is only B. Why? Because firstly, his teacher was not Ramanand, rather he himself was the teacher of Ramanand, and Ramanand further took his philosophy from southern part of India to northern part of India. If you look at B, so only B is correct here. Other questions being C, he was not primarily saying the propounder of Advaitwad, rather he believed in qualified non-dualism or Vishishta Advaitwad, about which you can read about it here. So friends, that's it for today. In case you find the initiative useful, do not forget to rate and review the same. Thank you so much.